Hello everybody and welcome back to Vixen Purple's Crochet and More. I am your host Cheryl. Today is Sunday, the 18th of February of 2024. Today I wanted to come on and show you guys what I have finished is completed objects and some ideas. Wanted to show you guys what my hubby got for me for Valentine's Day, even though we were both sick. You can still hear the residual from it. I'm getting better and we're just moving along. Anyhow, so today didn't do much, trying to get some stuff done. We're going to probably leaving to go get some fur baby food because we are completely out and I need to go get some. But today I wanted to show you guys what my hubby got me for Valentine's Day. And he got me this, oh my little roses, this cute little box. And inside it came with roses. And the only thing I don't like about this box is that it's taking the flowers off. And they're like silk flowers. But anyhow, I thought that was really cute. And all this other fun stuff. And then when I can use this for something else or a container or something to that effect. He also got me this. It came into this little box like this with the holder. So there's the holder. And it's a little incandescent rose. And it goes just like this inside. Whoops. Inside there. And voila. So he got me that too. I thought that was really cute and pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. And of course it came in the favorite box with a nice little silk holder if I want to just put it up and kind of keep it from getting dusty and everything. So that's what I've got, what he got me for Valentine's Day. We wound up pretty much on Valentine's Day being sick and stayed home and gone from there. So anyhow, I have some stuff that I have been working on. I'm pretty much finished with one side of the cardigan that for my daughter. So, and I just kind of reduced it down for a sleeve, and the sleeve is going to be kind of like goes in like this, but the sleeve is going to be like that, big and bulky type thing with a narrow thing cuff. And now I just got to get it sewed up along the top, and then got to work on the back and the front. So that's one side down so far, and this is probably going to fit me more than I could think of. The other thing is, you guys remember that okay, Cheryl, get your brain thinking here because it's still not quite full of fun stuff. You guys remember me talking to you about a hat that I did from Zelda and RJ3's tutorial, the knot knit beanie. This is what it looks like. This is what I showed you guys last time. Well, I had some leftover yarn and I wanted to use it all up. So I made one of my 18-inch dolls a little shawl, and I took and used the leftover strings that I had, kind of tied it up to make it kind of closed, and then I had some left over to where I just made a chain and created a little hair bow for her as well. This is Miss Messy and stuff. So she's a doll that I rescued from being thrown away. So I told him, I says, no, give them to me. I'll take care of her. And I cleaned her up and everything. So you guys, I've been making some granny squares because I have balls of yarn that's caked up that sometimes are smaller than this one and about this size depending on what's going on. This is one granny square that I did with a much smaller cake, and this is all I have left of that. I didn't measure this or weigh it, but I got how many rows did I get out of that? 9 rows of granny clusters for a square, and with a small leftover. This will go into something else. Don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. I also had a smaller cake of this in this really pretty dark, and I mean dark purple, which I will show you. That's not it. This is what I made. I made this one. It's showing up more true to color, but it's and brighter, but it's really darker than it is. This is all I've got left on this, so I'm gonna finish it up and put it in my granny square bin, so that when I get mad at it, I can do a mad blanket again out of granny squares, or I can make pouches or something with them. I've been seeing a lot of those, and they've been inspiring me a lot. You guys remember I said about 2.5, oh my gosh, about 2 videos ago, I said that I had a hat that I made that I forgot to bring it up, and I wanted to show you because I made it in a brown tweed. But the irony of this is that Crystal from Bag O' Day came out with a pattern the same way I made this Beanie, and this is the one with the half double crochets with the single crochets in that. Then I did a crab stitch border. But yeah, she came out with a pattern almost 3 weeks to the T with this particular stitch pattern, and I think it's awesome that great minds think alike. But yes, so this is all I have left of that cake, and it's about the size of this, that went into the made a hat for that on that. So that was pretty cool. I was also playing with leftovers, and I decided to come up with this front post alternating, which is alternating on each rose, is this beanie. I put the red in this tealy color with some white, and basically what I've done is front post double crochet front post all the way around, and then on the next row I alternated it to do this to get this type of pattern. And then I used a crab stitch border for this on the white, and it turned out pretty good. I kind of like that. It's pretty. And that was a couple of scrap balls that I didn't need to have laying around. This hat is the same design as the other one, but it's in a solid peachy color. It's an older yarn, and like I said, it's about the same size of this. I managed to get this hat out of it, and I finished this hat up pretty much yesterday before I did my haul video of my thrift store finds. With that being said, on that one, I'm going to take a pause here real quick. I'm going to drink something because I feel like I've got a cough coming on, and I don't want to cough in front of you guys. So hold on, please. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you guys remember this hat that I did? It's the same design as the other ones, but I had only about this much left. But I wanted to show you guys that I did finish it off, and this is what it looks like. So it is now finished, and I can call it a finished object and go from there. But I wanted to show you that I did finish that. The other thing is I made another Zelda NR3 and Zelda NRJ3's pattern of the knot knit beanie, and this time I used some Jamie yarn that I had. I had a huge cake, almost like one of the cinnamon roll cakes size of this yarn, and this is all I have left of that, and I made 2 beanies. So I made this one, and this one is not as tight as the other one that I showed you. So, and it fits really nice, and it's not a bad shape and everything, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Plus, it's a little bit on the sparkly side, and go from there. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, getting hat hair. So that is one finished beanie. The other thing I held with, and then I held that with 2 strands, so I basically doubled it. So I went outside and inside the cake that I had of this Jamie yarn, and like I said, it was a big cake. So this is the hat that I finished up before Miss Crystal put out the pattern, like 2 days before. And this is the same half double crochet, 2 together, single crochet hat in the Jamie yarn. And as you can see, I held two strands. See? And so I finished that up. Now I get to weave in ends and put it up. So there is 2 hats of the same yarn down, which is nice because that means it's out of my stash. I had a big cake, and I think what happened was that it was really loosey-goosey, you know, as most people call leaking or something to that effect. So I caked it up, and it was a good-sized cake, and inside I put my label in there, and I forgot to bring the label up anyhow. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Dark Orchid, and this is all I have left of that cake, but I managed to get 3 things out of it. So one, I got a granny square. That's going to go back into the granny square bin and get that taken care of. I made another one of my pattern hats that I came up with, and I'm really digging that. And then I also came up with this pattern because I just kind of wanted to see how it looked, and it's got the half double crochets 2 together on the top with my pattern, and then finished off with a crab stitch. And I like it. I think it's a pretty hat, and it's something that it's a little bit slouchy, but that's okay. But it'll go. I'm probably going to keep these for myself to wear when we get 32 or below weather, and I feel like wearing a hat to work or something. So I can't complain. I got 3 things out of a cake of yarn, and that's not in my stash anymore, so that's even better. This is all I have left of 2 balls on the granny square sweater that I'm doing for my daughter. So I'm going to probably use this as sewing material to sew up the sleeves and everything, and go from there. Well, I was watching Joe's Web. She's here on YouTube, and she came out with a couple of patterns. And even though she has the tutorials, I didn't follow them. But to support her, I went ahead and went to Etsy, and I picked up 2 of her patterns. So I picked up Joe's Leggy Frog pattern, and I can't wait to get started on that. But that's going to be going into my to-do list. And then I also picked up her Leggy Heart pattern as well. So the funniest thing is I put these 2 in the cart on Etsy, and I was just cruising around for other patterns because I was thinking about buying a little bit more patterns on there. And every time I clicked on a pattern, I get a notification saying, hey, seller is offering a 20% discount to purchase the patterns. And finally it came up like 5 or 6 times, and I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. I went and bought the patterns, so I got them at a 20% discount on when I purchased the 2 patterns. So I'm not very dissatisfied at all, and I think it's great. And what's nice is, if you can see, the wording is very large enough for I don't need to wear my glasses to do this, and that's really nice. And I like that when I can see the pattern without having to use my reading glasses. The other thing I have been thinking about, and this is where I'm going to need you guys to let me know what you guys think on this, because I've been thinking about giving this away. Now, I picked these things up on some previous hauls. It's going to be in the history, where I went to the thrift store and I bought a lot, and I do mean a lot of what turned out to be is more of a Kramer yarns. Somebody had probably bought a mystery box and did not like it and wound up donating it to the thrift store. And I just happened to be there, and a lot of this stuff I got on is a half off deal, and I wasn't going to complain. All I know is I left with my cart quite full. And so I've been thinking about doing this, is giving this yarn to you as a 500 yeah, I can't talk. A 500 subscriber giveaway. But I don't know if this is all wool or not. So if this is something that you guys would think is awesome to give away, great. I would love to hear it in the comments if you could tell me that. Also, if you're allergic to wool, I recommend you not putting your comments in it. This is not going to be the giveaway as of yet. I'm just kind of feeling out, but I wanted to show you guys what I've been thinking about putting out there as a giveaway for this. So let me pull the bag up. So this is the stuff that I've been thinking about giving. I'm going to put it back down here so I can open this bag up and show you guys. This is one. It's very, very soft, very pretty. I don't know, there's no label, no nothing on it, but it's definitely wool, and it's really pretty. It looks like it's to be a fingering. If I can get it out. There we go, a fingering. Wait. So that's one of them. I have 3 of these, and 2 of them are still in the bag, as you can see, but it's also a fingering yarn, and I do believe it's wool. It's very soft, very, oh my goodness, luscious is what I could say on that. So those are some of those. Now, oh, you're coming undone. That's not good. I'll have to figure it out. I'll just do that. Okay. So there's 4 of these, and I want to say it's got wool, but it's also got something else in it, but I'm not quite 100% sure. But there's going to be 4 of these in there as a part of the giveaway. Okay, so that is 6, so far 8 hanks of yarn to be given away in this slot. There is 10 of these. This is really soft. It does have bumpies in it, but it still would make a really nice fabric of something, either a shawl or whatever it is that you decide to make with it. I'm going to kind of untangle it there and wrap it so it doesn't fall apart. So like I said, oops, come back here, bag. I think there's 10 of these. Yep, 10. So 10 of those. I'm going to be running out of room here soon because I'm on a very small, tiny desk. there's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of this yarn, and it's, I want to say it almost feels like a cotton, but it's not. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not even sure. But yeah, there's like 8 of those. Yep, 8 of these. That's probably gonna go into the giveaway with that. So let me set these over here. I'm also gonna give this away too in there. It's from Loops and Threads. It's called Soft and Shiny. And it's got 207 yards on there. I believe this is a full cake. I mean a full skein. I'm also going to have six of the blue or the teal, whatever you want to call that. It's the same as the bumpies. And like I said, these are probably from Kramer Yarns. They're mill-ins. So that's why there's no labels on these. So that's more than enough to do quite a bit of a project. It really is. Or you can mix and match it with the gray and the blue, and you can make a blanket or something and go from there. 2 more items, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. Is also, I want to throw this in here. I think this is an older brand. I'm not sure, but it's called Loopy. It is 100% wool on this, and I believe this might have been an LYS yarn at one time. I don't know, but I know that it was a part of that haul that I got. I don't even know if this is from Kramer, so I'm not going to say it is. I also wanted to throw this little cute little heart pouch in there as a Notions or stitch marker pouch. Whoops, maybe not. Okay, it's not going to go in there because I have no zippy tie thingy on it. So that one's not going to happen. So I do apologize, everyone. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Would you guys be okay with this as part of a 500 subscriber giveaway? And from there. Now, there's going to be probably some more stuff. I'm not going to show that. That's going to be surprises, so I'm not going to do that. But this is the one idea that I've been thinking about giving as a 500 subscriber giveaway. But I need to know from you guys what you guys think of that. Are you okay with that? Because I don't think I'm going to be using this anytime soon, and I have enough over in that corner. I have some over in this corner, downstairs, in the garage, lots of yarn, and it needs to go. And I don't think I'm going to be making anything anytime soon with this. Also, by letting me know, that kind of gives me an idea as to what you guys think. So, do you think giving this away would be an ideal thing, or I don't know, whatever you guys think. I'm not a very rich person. I'm not even to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm not even getting monetized or anything like that. So, and this is stuff that I bought to show you guys what I had found at the thrift store, and all this is in really good condition. So it's okay. So anyhow, guys, I've been taking up a lot of your time. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have joined me. I really appreciate y'all. I am so sorry that I haven't been on, dealing with a cold, and still dealing with a cold, as you can tell. But we are moving forward. I have a couple of other things that I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm trying not to go on any tangents or anything, but oh, never mind. I can't think of it right now. So I guess that's just going to be somewhere out in outer space. Maybe come back to another subject's day. But anyhow, guys, I wanted to show you guys what my finished makes were. I wanted to show you guys as a possible thought for a giveaway for the 500. But please let me know what you guys think of that. I know a lot of people don't get stuff like Kramer Yarns mystery boxes. I know I don't. I was very fortunate to find something like this at the thrift stores, so I'm not going to complain at all, because to me that was a mystery finding it, you know. And now I'm going to share it with you guys so that you guys can figure out what you're going to do, or with it, or whoever wins it will do with it. Um, yeah, I am so sorry. I can't think of anything else to say. I know there's a lot I want to say, but I can't think of it now. So tell me what you guys think of this, these makes, this yarn, and let me know what you think. I can't thank you guys enough for being here for me. I appreciate everything that you guys say and do. I am sorry I'm not able to answer a lot of questions or anything else like that. You guys have been very supportive, and I appreciate that. Crocheting with Alana, she mentioned to me, she goes, hey, Cheryl, use your platform when you're feeling down and stuff like that. And it's a good idea. It's just I'm a really private person, and I don't want to put myself out there for people to be mean and stuff like that to me. But unfortunately, that's the way the world is. And I need to put my, how can I say, the big girl panties on and keep going forward and not let them get to me. And it's a shame, because I've been seeing a lot of people being things being said to them that's technically, one, is no one's business but theirs. Two, being mean to somebody because you don't like the way somebody said something to about something. You know what? You don't have to sit there and criticize them and tell them whatever. And I'm just putting this out in general. You know what? Just move on. Don't say anything. Move on. Let that be their problem. You know, there's just too much venom in this world. But what's nice is that the people that like to spit the venom, sometimes you don't have to take their venom and let them that poison you. And that was a really good saying that I heard a long time ago. Well, actually, what's it been, about 6 months, 7 months ago that I heard that. So just because someone's being venomous doesn't mean that you take their venom and poison yourself. And that to me is a lot, says a lot too. And I tell my boss, when we get people like that, I go, don't let their venom poison you. He gets mad at me sometimes and stuff. Oh, and by the way, this cold thing is from my boss. I'm blaming him for this because he came to work sounding worse than this. And I told him, I says, go home. I don't want to be sick. He didn't go home. So guess what? The whole shop got sick, which is not fun. But we still trucked through and went along and did it. But anyhow, guys, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my new subscribers for joining me. I hope you stick around and continue to comment, like, and whatever that you want to do. Subscribe if you want to. I just wanted to say on my last video, before I go off on another tangent while I'm thinking about it, I am going to probably do maybe once or twice a month. No, once a month. At least once a month, with what prohibits me, or not prohibits, allows me to do, which is, and do small things like go to the thrift store and pull yarn and stuff like that, so that I can show you guys what I'm finding out there. The other idea is going through totes with stuff that I found before I started my YouTube channel, and I thought maybe because it's a yarn content that you guys would like to see that. I don't want to, take stuff like what Miss Alana does with her magazine flip throughs, but if that's something that you guys would like me to do, I would like to know if that's something you guys would be interested in doing it, because sometimes I find old magazines that I can flip through. with patterns and stuff. Do apologize. You'll hear life noises. I have people all over and doggies and everything else downstairs, and they might go on a serenade. They already been doing that for the last 3 hours. Is the serenade, but that's funny because I just sit there and laugh at them, and can't help it. But anyhow, and this is why I would really like to know, going back to the yarn and going through some old totes. Would that be something you guys interested in, you to go through some of my older totes to see what I found thrift storing or actually shopping for yarn? Because I know I found some stuff the other day that I completely forgot all about. And I'm like going, I know I bought them for a purpose, but I forgot that I even had them. So anyhow, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Today is, like I said, Sunday. We have very nice weather outside. I mean, it's starting to warm up. We're in the 40s now. The snow is starting to melt that we got from the other day, and which is nice. And I'm going to have to get off here because I need to go get puppy food. So, well, for baby food, because they're like going, Mom, I want some food. Like they're starving. They're really starving. No, they're not. Okay, guys. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. You take care, and big hugs from me to you guys. Hello from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And please, if you like what I've showed you, please hit that thumbs up. That way I'm getting out there more so that I can reach that 1,000 subscriber goal, and hopefully someday get monetized and go from there. You never know what I'm going to show you. I'm also going to be possibly doing, hopefully here in the near future, keeping my fingers crossed, is doing another get to know me video, because I have a lot more of you guys that have subscribed and don't know who Cheryl is and what Cheryl's purpose is for this channel, besides showing off my makes, because I do want to inspire people, or I would love to inspire people. I also have been asked if I would consider doing tutorials. I am not set up for tutorials just yet. There's a lot more equipment that I need to get, and right now funds are not going to be available for me to do that, except for very in small increments. And I know there's a lot of other people out there. They say, oh, you can get this and you can get that, but I don't know. I'm still new at this. I'm still new at filming all this fun stuff. And I don't know where to start. I know Miss Jill will probably be calling me up and say, Cheryl, you need this. Cheryl, you need that. Hi, Jill. Thank you for watching and stuff. And she, oh gosh, she's a hoot. She was actually up here in the Springs, I think a week ago, and I was sick, and apparently she's sick, so we couldn't get together. So regardless, and they were busy, and I completely understand. And I do miss getting to see her. I do. And Jill, I wish we could have gotten to see each other and at least had some coffee or something. But you know what? There's always going to be a next time. I know that my husband and I are planning on possibly going to Oklahoma in December. And guess what I have to travel through? And that's called through Texas. So there's a few places I kind of want to go scope out just to fangirl over, because there's a couple of other podcasters down there that I would like to see their area that they live in and check it out and stuff like that. Yeah, my sister-in-law, she lives in, where is it? The Colgate area of Oklahoma, which is towards the southern end near Ada. My mother-in-law was in Ada before she passed away, and I thought that town was so cute. I was telling my husband, let's move there, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. So anyhow, long story short, but anyhow, there's some other possibilities that I may be traveling through Texas, and hopefully if everything works out, excuse me, we can plan a get together and visit with Miss Jill and hopefully maybe a few others. And I would love to be able to at least get photos or something like that. And hopefully I can figure how to tie everything in, that kind of thing. And now see, I'm rambling and going on tangents. So I'm so sorry. But anyhow, guys, those are some ideas. Please let me know what you think. And like I said, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That helps me get out there in this world so that this person can show off the craziness. I guess that's what you could say. And enjoy the stuff that we create. Anyhow, guys, once again, big hugs to you guys from me. You guys take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.